5 feet 4 inches or under. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches or under puts you at the absolute peak of human longevity statistics. Your smaller frame contains fewer total cells, meaning your body undergoes far fewer cell divisions over your lifetime. Because each replication carries a risk of DNA copying errors, fewer divisions directly lower your statistical odds of developing cancerous mutations. You are also significantly more likely to carry an active variant of FOXO3, the key longevity gene that actively repairs cellular damage and slows tissue aging. This compact build stems from lower lifelong activity of IGF-1, the chemical signal that drives growth. Reduced IGF-1 keeps your baseline insulin low and minimizes metabolic wear on your organs over time. Your main trade-off is a slightly elevated rate of heart disease. Smaller individuals have smaller coronary arteries, which can clog more easily if plaque forms. 5 feet 5 inches to 5 feet 7 inches. Standing between 5 feet 5 inches and 5 feet 7 inches places you squarely in the front row of human longevity, holding nearly the same distinct biological edge as the shortest height bracket. Men in this group retain a significant longevity advantage over taller demographics operating on a frame that minimizes internal physical stress. Because your frame remains relatively compact, your body maintains a lower overall cell turnover rate and fewer total cell replications over your lifespan. Statistically, cancer incidence rises by roughly 10% for every 4 inches of additional height gained. By remaining within this lower height window, your body maintains a smaller overall cell count, effectively minimizing the statistical odds of random genetic copying errors taking root. Every individual cell in your body represents a potential site for a copying error during division, functioning much like a ticket in a biological lottery you want to lose. A taller body requires a vastly larger volume of cells to construct its frame, which multiplies the number of divisions occurring continuously across a lifetime. In your height range, your developmental growth signals did not push your skeletal frame into extreme expansion, meaning you naturally hold far fewer tickets overall. This moderated growth leaves you with fewer overall dividing cells, shielding you from the elevated lifetime cancer tax paid by taller individuals without requiring any extra effort on your part. The primary trade-off of this category is social rather than biological. In everyday settings, your frame does not automatically command an overwhelming physical presence or project effortless authority upon entering a room. Taller builds frequently receive immediate visual leverage and default presence, whereas your advantage operates silently on a cellular level. While taller frames trade cellular protection for immediate social presence, your physical dividend accumulates over decades through sustained biological durability and reduced genetic wear. 5 feet 8 inches to 5 feet 10 inches. Standing between 5 feet 8 inches and 5 feet 10 inches places you directly in the neutral center of the human height distribution curve. Occupying this average bracket provides you with a uniquely balanced biological profile that successfully avoids the severe health trade-offs found at either extreme of the physical spectrum. You sit comfortably in the quiet middle of the health curve, completely dodging the major physiological liabilities that hit the shortest and tallest builds. While you do not hold the extreme cellular longevity protection of shorter frames, you are also entirely exempt from paying the heavy lifetime cancer tax required by taller statures. Your frame effectively acts as a protective buffer against biological volatility, keeping your long-term risks thoroughly evened out. At the cellular level, your body operates within a perfectly moderate performance zone where no internal system is forced to redline. Your circulating insulin-like growth factor 1 levels, overall cell count, and total lifetime cell divisions remain strictly within baseline steady-state parameters. Because your skeletal frame did not require excessive expansion, your cells are not forced to divide at an accelerated rate, keeping your overall genetic mutation and cancer risk at a stable, controlled level. At the same time, your cardiovascular system does not face the heightened baseline heart disease risks observed in the shortest height groups, giving you a smooth metabolic baseline without straining your circulatory infrastructure. The only real trade-off to this height range is the complete absence of a dramatic biological or social headline. Your frame does not carry a rare longevity gene variant like FOXO3, nor does it command immediate visual authority the second you step into a crowded room. However, in the science of longevity, having a body that is quietly neutral is actually an enormous structural advantage. Living long is rarely about winning a single genetic lottery. It is about avoiding critical biological failures across multiple systems over time. By skipping the sharp trade-offs at both ends of the spectrum, your body operates without picking a fight with its own physiology, offering you a stable, resilient platform for a long life. 5 feet 11 inches to 6 feet 2 inches. Standing between 5 feet 11 inches and 6 feet 2 inches places you in the height group that enjoys commanding visual presence paired with a major biological shield against cardiovascular disease. Taller statures feature wider circulatory pathways and improved vascular flow, which significantly reduces fluid resistance and the overall workload placed on your heart. In this height window, your body processes insulin more efficiently, stores less fat in the liver, and demonstrates lower baseline rates of type 2 diabetes and stroke. Statistically, your risk of dying from heart disease drops by roughly 6% for every additional 2.5 inches of height, giving your body an innate defense against the leading killer of adults. The primary trade-off for this heart protection comes in the form of a steadily rising cellular toll. The same high activity of insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1, that expanded your skeletal frame during adolescence continues to push cell proliferation throughout your adult life. Because a larger frame requires a significantly higher total volume of cells to build and maintain, your tissues undergo millions of additional divisions over your lifespan. Think of cell replication like printing a massive book. The more pages your body produces, the higher the statistical odds that a small genetic typo slips through during printing, raising your overall cancer risk by about 4% for every 2.5 inches of height. Crucially, these statistical trade-offs represent baseline biological tendencies rather than a fixed destiny. Holding an innate defense against cardiovascular disease provides you with a powerful biological head start against the world's most common health threat. Ultimately, proactive daily habits such as a clean diet, consistent physical activity, and routine medical checkups far outweigh baseline height genetics, 6 feet 3 inches and above. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches or above combines commanding physical presence with a unique biological trade-off. While wide vascular pathways shield your heart against cardiovascular disease, maintaining a frame at this scale introduces structural strain and a cellular challenge known as Peto's paradox. Gravity compresses your spine and veins over a longer vertical column, while your vast tissue volume forces a relentless rate of cell division. Unlike giant animals like elephants that evolved 20 copies of the TP53 tumor-suppressing gene, humans carry only a single pair, giving genetic typos a wider statistical window to slip through during replication. Fortunately, core training protects your spine from gravitational strain, while a clean diet, quality sleep, and routine checkups keep your cells resilient, keeping your daily lifestyle in total control of your health. Subscribe to discover your hidden biological advantages.